And I need y'all young people like myself to be very mindful. They tell you to watch out for these men. They tell you to make sure you do not leave your drink unattended at parties. But what they don't warn you is to also pay attention to.
You give me a vibe and a feeling like one I won't never see again. This music, like I said, she won't heal it. Like one I won't never see again. We blow the smoke.
Hello, my queens and kings. It's your girl Maroon, Nickei, back again, time again with another video. Okay, I'm back with another story time. You already know how that goes. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And for my loyal royals, you already know the vibes. You know how the story times go. Get ready. Push that like button. Make sure you comment so I know you feeling the video. I won't know if you like the video if you don't say nothing. So say something. All right, so let's get a little serious now. This story time was very scary. It was a little traumatizing for me, actually very traumatizing for me. And I hope that this raises awareness for all my young people out there that think they got it all figured out, but baby, you don't. Learn from me, learn from my mistakes. So let me give y'all the little background, because you know I got to give you the backstory so y'all can feel how I felt in the moment, baby. I got to build you up so you can understand what's going on in the present moment. This happened less than 2 years ago. Let's call her Margaret. Now, Margaret was a friend of my close friend. So my close friend was a male. So, you know, I got a female friend finally. So I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm about to come cool with her. So let's go out. Let's have a girls' night. At least leave the boys behind. I don't really have many female friends. And I really be wanting female friends, y'all. I swear I do. You know, I've never had those types of things growing up. I've always hung around boys. And to be honest with you, for the girls that be like, oh, I only hang with men because they cause me less problems, that's a damn lie. Men are very emotional, okay? And they can't sort through their emotions. And I've already gone on and on about why I feel this way in a previous video that I will attach up above, but go ahead and check that out if you have not. We planned on going out for a girls' night at the bar. We were just gonna get some drinks, we were gonna dance, might get a number here or there, I'll entertain a few boys, but never really entertain them for real, and you know, call it a night. So yeah, we got all cute or whatever, makeup done, hair done, everything good. We was looking like the appetizer, the entree, and dessert, baby. Hello. We was looking like what we was looking like, all right? It's delicioso, you hear me? So we take my car and we head out to the bar. It's not really that far from my friend's house. So Margaret and I, we chilling, we vibing, we have the same music taste, so we bumping Vine, we bumping all that drill shit, we bumping shooting music, you know? The hood shit. I love me some hood music. All right, some drill music, some shooter shit. So we pull up. It's hella packed, but we pretty as hell. We get right through real quick, and we just vibing. Hold on, let me drink my little mango nectar, because you know I'm a little thirsty. I'm a little parched. One thing about Caribbean people, we love Goya. When we walked in or whatever, heads was turning. All eyes was on us, because like, need I say more? And imagine, she was very pretty. So I'm just like, okay, we busting necks. Whiplash. Full swivel. This was around the time when I was kind of trying to find me like a little sugar daddy still, because I was sugaring, but I was still new to the sugaring business. Now, if you've seen my first failed sugar daddy date, which I'm attached above, then you know that shit was atrocious, and I clearly had no experience with trying to find sugar daddies, but here I was thinking that I had it all figured out when I was just a guppy in the game. So we out there, we chilling. It's a bar, but it has like a dance floor. So everybody's out there, you know, dancing and stuff, and I see these two older men. Now, let's just put this out there that the bar was always full of people in our age group. I wanna say like 21 to like maybe 29. You were never really seeing no grown, no 40, 50-year-old men in there. For some reason, it was these two 50-year-old looking men at the bar near the dance floor, just standing there looking like a fish out of water. They stood out like a sore thumb, okay? Stood out like a nigga with no child. So I peeped them, right? Because I'm taking a look around my surroundings. I don't just be blindly walking into things. I peeped them, and I also noticed that one of the men peeped me. So I'm kind of walking around doing my thing, and in the corner of my eye, I keep feeling like he's looking at me, he's looking at me. We kind of had that look, you know, and I was near him. We were kind of in the same vicinity. He had mentioned something to me. I'm gonna be real with y'all, I don't remember what he said. And I said to him, it sounds like that's something that you would like to discuss over a drink. And he said, I would love to. And he said, let's go to the bar. I said to him, I'm only going to have a drink with you if my friend is able to have a drink too. Because, I got to make sure my girl get a drink. I'm not about to just get a drink off this man and make sure my girl not good neither. Like, you crazy as hell. And I need a reason for her to be with me. I'm not about to leave her by herself so I could go talk to some random old man. Like, are you dumb? He was like, that's perfectly fine. So I told her to come over. We got to go get a drink. And she was like, bet, say less. He told the bartender that he wanted a Jägermeister. Now, we walked in that motherfucker pretty much sober. If y'all knew my tolerance, you would understand. This type of little drink that I took, that one shot, should never have me on my ass. Baby, I take Ray and nephew shots back to back with no chaser. So believe me, when I say my tolerance is up there. If you drink Ray and nephew, my Caribbeans, then you know what I'm talking about. I had said I wanted a shot of tequila, and he was like, nah, you should try the Jägermeister with me. And I said, okay, like, I'm not opposed to trying a Jaeger because I've had a Jaeger in the past. It's not that big of a deal. And my friend was like, I want tequila. So he was like, all right, she can have tequila. Back in school and in college and stuff like that, when they give girls awareness about going to parties and being at the bars, they always tell you to make sure that you don't leave your drink unattended and make sure that you watch the person that you're with, right? And I didn't realize that this is how my night went from okay to what the fuck so fast. I take my shot, she takes her shot, everything's good. And he's like literally rubbing up and down my spine. I was not interested in this guy. I just wanted a drink. So at this time I had a boyfriend, and my boyfriend knew that, I'd be sugaring and, I'd be out here. We already had that communication, and we already had our ground rules in play of what can and cannot transpire with these older men. And as long as I respect that, he don't care. So don't worry about that. It was good over here. At that moment, my phone rings, and I swear, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really feel like God placed this man in my life. There were so many times that he saved me and looked out for me, not even knowing that he was put in place to do these things in this moment. As soon as this man was rubbing up and down my back and I was getting a little uncomfortable, my phone rings. Now, one thing about me, when my boyfriend calls me, especially this time of night, because he always checks in on me. Mind y'all, it was like 12 a.m. He always checks in on me if he knows that I'm going to go out, just to make sure that I'm okay in the midst of me partying. And then he likes to check on me when I let him know around the time I'm going home. I could not find my friend. After we took our shot, she just ran off and disappeared. She knows people in this area, so she has so many associates and friends that she knew, so she was off keying with people. So when he called me, I skedaddled. I didn't even give this man a goodbye. I didn't give him nothing. Like, who are you? You're not even that important. Like, my boyfriend's calling me. This is my boo. So I stepped outside and I was on the phone. And we were talking, and he was like, how's your night going? And I told him about the dude, how I just got my drink and everything like that. And I was like, let me go sit in the car and talk to you. Mind you, the car was parked right outside the bar. So if my friend came out, she would see me sitting in the car. A couple minutes later, she came outside and saw me sitting in the car. I want y'all to really be mindful of what's going on here in this span. Please be mindful of the time frame. So I had just left this man, and 5 minutes later, I'm outside on the phone. A couple minutes later after that, my friend finds me. So I told her, let's ride back to my close friend's house. The ride from the bar to the house was like a 10-minute maybe ride. When I pulled into the parking lot of my friend's house, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know that it sounds crazy. I really know it sounds crazy, but I don't remember what happened. Everything went black to this day. It's so hazy for me that I don't remember. All I know is my boyfriend and I got off the phone during the car ride. And when I pulled up, I never made it out the car into my friend's house, and we were parked right in front of the front door. When I woke up the next day, my items were outside the car down the street. I was in the back seat. My windows were winded down. I don't remember how I got there. When I try to think back, all I can think of is like little hazy moments where I feel like I came to. So when we woke up, she was in a whole different part of the car. I was in a whole different part of the car. She didn't know what was going on. She spent the whole day trying to figure out what the hell happened to us. Like, we to this day don't know. Like, people were telling her bits and pieces, but it just wasn't adding up, because I want to know how we couldn't make it 10 steps through the front door. That's what's scaring me. So the next day, I'm kind of just chilling in the living room, and Margaret's in there with me, and our close friend's in there. And I said to her, I was like, Margaret, do you remember anything at all? And she was like, nah. So I looked up the symptoms. Bro, I'm sitting here checking off the list. I really didn't want to accuse anyone, but I'm sitting here like playing it back in my head. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that man could have drugged me, because the drink came to me directly from the bartender. But then when I think back about the look that the bartender and the old man gave each other, the bartender lady and the old man seemed familiar with each other. Like they knew each other, like they were in on something. I'm not even making this. I swear I'm not making this up. If I'm lying, I'm flying, bro. They look like they was in on it together. I swear. That lady roofied my drink. That lady roofied my drink. There is no way that I could black out like that and not know what's going on. Within 30 minutes time, my whole shit shuts down. There's no way off one shot. There's no way. Both of us can't recall, and both of us have a crazy tolerance. There's no way. I don't remember. My memory's hazy. Nah, I got roofied, bro. I'm jacking that shit. I definitely got drugged. I'm not even gonna sit here and play with y'all. I've never gotten blackout drunk. That was different. That was scary. To this day, it's very scary to me. Because what if I didn't make it back? What would have happened to me? I just find it really funny that it's these two men, look like fish out of water. They were scouting. I don't care what nobody says. They were scouting out women, and my stupid ass took the bait. Because I'm like, oh yeah, they might have money. They probably were planning on trafficking our asses to be 100,000 with you. Like, that shit is very scary. The outcome that could have happened from playing around with these people and me thinking that I have it all figured out, me thinking that I'm a finesse and I'm gonna come up. Nah. Me trying to see, you know, what perks come with being pretty and stuff like that, trying my hand, almost got me snatched the fuck up. And if it wasn't for my boyfriend, I don't know what story I'd be telling, or if I'd be even here to tell the story. I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. That shit makes no sense. The series of events do not match up compared to all of my experiences. And I've been to that bar so many times. It don't make sense. I was drugged. And I need y'all young people like myself to be very mindful. They tell you to watch out for these men. They tell you to make sure you do not leave your drink unattended at parties. They tell you to always be mindful. But what they don't warn you is to also pay attention to the bartender. The bartender has more control over your drink than that person that's sitting right next to you, talking to you. The bartender, you don't think about them. But I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. I promise you I learned my lesson. That will never happen again. I will never allow myself to be in a situation like that again. Baby, I will pregame and pull up to the function before I let somebody hook my drink up without me watching. That's crazy. I need y'all to be aware and learn from my mistakes. God is watching and protecting me. The angels are encamped around me. I kid y'all not. Because I swear, the way I felt the next day made no sense. I've never felt like that. I've never felt like that in my life. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this story time up. And I pray that this video resonates with somebody. And do not be afraid to warn your friends and let them know, like, hey, when you all go out, make sure you watch out for that bartender too, because I seen this girl on YouTube and she was talking about how the bartender roofied her shit. Please. I had to look up things and make sure I wasn't tripping. And people have stories about how they bartenders put something in their drink. Like, come on, y'all. Learn from me. Learn from me. I want to thank you so much for watching this video if you're still here. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. All right, my Instagram's cute or whatever. You know, go fuck with me on Instagram, okay? And my queens and kings, you know what I want y'all to do. And that's what? Stay blessed and stay royal. Bye-bye.